Hello students, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning to all of you. I am Mahbuba Hasan, English teacher of Master Preparatory KG School, Sector 4 branch. Today I am here again with an old topic, not the new one. Yes, I am going to revise the old topic. Okay, it means you have already learned, you have already finished the topic. Let me discuss something from your previous lesson. Previous revision class was form fill up and unseen passage. These two your teacher has already discussed very well, isn't it? In case of the new class, when it was new class, and of course in the revision class as well. So let me tell it that only two information about form fill up. It means you have to draw the box with pencil properly. Okay, it should be 4 margin, okay, 4 lines. Moreover, you have to maintain the column sign straightly. Okay, that's what very needed in case of the form fill up. Now let's go for the unseen passage. Unseen passage you have practiced a lot, isn't it? In case of all the term. Yes, of course, form fill up as well. Let me jump into the today's topic. Today's topic is arranging something. What's that? You know this topic already. Yes, that's rearranging sentences. It's like jumble words. You have done the jumble words, yes. But in this topic, rearrange of sentences. Jumble words, not jumble sentences. There will be very many words in a sentence that is not arranged. You have to arrange it to give a new meaning, proper meaning of that. And related to this topic, there is another topic. That's why two topics I am going to discuss today. Okay, that is punctuation. Punctuation marks are used to separate sentences when you are writing something or when you are speaking to give a correct meaning, clear meaning of any content. Okay, sometimes we give pause as well. Sometimes we express our feelings through these punctuations. So in English grammar, we are using 14 punctuation. But for class 3, we are going to describe about few of them. So let's go for today's topic in PowerPoint presentation slide. My dear lovely kids, today we'll start with rearrange. Okay, so what is rearrange? Rearrange are the words to arrange any jumble sentences correctly, right? For giving an appropriate meaning. So what is the meaning of rearrange? Re means again and arrange means to set up, right? Re means again and arrange means to set up. It means rearrange means to setting up any sentences again to give an correct appropriate meaning. Now let's go for one example of it, of rearrange. So look at here, first sentence, you can see that it is one sentence but it is not arranged properly. Grammatically is incorrect and meaning is totally incorrect. Like school to, she, everyday goes. It's not any sentence, right? There is no meaning of this sentence. So we have to arrange it. And there is a trick to follow. That is, you can see that there is a capital letter in the middle of a sentence, right? So it will be at the first of this sentence. So it will be she, the subject. As it is the statement, so it will be the structure subject plus verb plus object, that one. So let's go for the sentence. So it will be she goes to school every day. So like this way, your teacher has already given this example, right? So that's why I'm using the same example to make you more clear about the topic. Now let's go for the rules of rearrange. In case of statement, if there is any normal simple sentence, that time you have to follow this structure. That is, I was just saying, subject plus verb plus object, that one. So this one, so let's go for one example. In one of my last videos, I have shown the example, and same example I'm using here again. works he at move and care. So you can see that there is a subject that which is in capital form letter, that he, and after that you have to find out the verb. What is the verb here? Move and care? No. Works? Yes, works is the verb here. So it will be he works at move and care, like this way. Clear of all of you? I hope so. Now look, one different thing that I want to tell it, that if there is any commanding sentence, or if there is any order commanding sentences or instruction, that time your sentence will start with the verb. Okay, that time this structure will be not followed in case of commands or orders. Okay, now what to do in case of question? If there is any question, what to do? So if there is any questioning sentence and you can find any question mark at the end of the sentence, that time you have to follow two structures. One, if there is any WH word, that time one structure. If there is no WH word, that time it will be another structure. So here I am showing that without WH word, that one. That if there is any do, did, does, that time after that you have to write the subject, then the verb one, after that the object and the question mark, because question mark will be given at the end of the sentence, because that will be an interrogative sentence. Now let's go for the example. It will be more clear for you. Now example, the same sentence in bit modified form. Work he does at move and care. Now you can see that the first word in this sentence will be do, did, or does, the helping verb. Okay, the question will start with helping verb. So you can see also that there is a capital letter in does as well. So it will be, does he work at move and care? Yes, like this way you have to write it. Now if there is any WH word, what to do? After that time you have to follow the WH structure. Here, like the previous one, what you have learned in case of WH question, making WH question, that WH word, then helping verb, then subject, main verb, and object, and after that the question mark. There will be a question mark. Now look at the example here. Example, you can see there is a where, work, he, did, like this way. So you have to put the WH word first, then the helping verb did, then the subject, then the verb. In this sentence there is no object, so that's why I'm not using any object here. Okay, so like this way you have to do, or you have to arrange the sentence and give a correct meaning. Okay, and the most important thing that you have to follow in case of rearrange, that you have to use the capital letter properly. Use capital letter and punctuation properly. So let's go for the capital letter first. That in the last class Wahida Miss has told you one word, that is, yes, means. What is means? By this you can see the picture also, and you can go with me as I'm saying that time also. So first one you can say that is I, but I'm not going to that one. I'm going with means. So M refers to months, before the names of any months or weeks. You can see that in case of this picture, you can see there is the week names as well, right? In case of days of week names as well, months and week, both months and weeks, we use the capital letter. After that, wait, let me just remove the pointer. After that, I. If I is using for the pronoun, that time you have to use I in capital letter. Doesn't matter it is using in the first of the sentence, middle of the sentence, or end of the sentence. You have to use capital letter I. After that, N. N refers to the names of anything. It can be anything, any person, any place, any animal can be, whatever. Okay, any names. After that, the titles. It can be any titles, like you can see that capitalization in this picture in the left side. You can see that this is the title, and I start with capital C, right? That's what I was saying. Moreover, if there is any caption, that time also it will be in capital. Start with the capital letter. After that, S. S refers to the starting of the sentence. The starting of the sentence will be in the capital letter. So that's what means referred to. So let's go for the punctuation. Yes, you have to follow the punctuation. As I was saying at the beginning of the video, that there are 14 punctuation that we are using in case of English grammar. Okay, there are more, but in case of English grammar, we use only 14 mostly. Now, you can find in class 3 the full stop, question mark, comma, or exclamation, those thing, or apostrophe can be those thing in general. But we can see this all marks also, isn't it? Punctuation marks. Yes. So let's go with the most common punctuation marks that are using that are we using regularly. Okay, that one. So first, stop. What is stop? It's the full stop. Yes. In case of any declarative sentence or any assertive sentence, or in case of any statement, we use full stop. Like, there is no place like home. After the end of the at the end of the sentence, we use full stop, like this way. Now look at the number 2. After titles in American English, in case of American English, if there is any titles of your family and you are writing it shortly, like MD. In Bangladesh, we write MD. It refers to Muhammad. So MD, we write M and D. After that, we use full stop. So like this way, we are using here. In case of American English, in case of after Mr., we use full stop. Then Dr. Smith, it's the title of his name. So that's why I have to use full stop. Okay. Now in case of number, you can see that in case of number, in the number we use this full stop mark. You know that in case of decimal math, you use this full stop, right? So like this way. And the abbreviation. Abbreviation means the short form. If there is any short form, you are writing any short form like April, you have write EAPR. So in case of that, you have write the short form, and after that there is a full stop mark. And etc. Instead of etc. that full form, I have written ETC, and after that there is a full stop. So like this way, you have to use full stop mark. Okay. Here comes comma. Comma is using for giving a pause in a sentence, or in a when we are in a sentence, but when we are speaking or writing, in both places. We give a pause between if there is any series of words like noun, adjective, verbs, or adverbs. You can see there the examples here. Tom, Anna, Jim, and Richard went for the meeting. So here there are so many of series of nouns, right? That's why I have to put the commas between them. And to separate the series of phrases, here you can see the phrases: homework, packed his bags, this thing. John completed his homework, packed his bags, polished his shoes, and went to sleep. So these are the phrases that these are the activities you can see that he has done, John has done, and those are the phrases. To separate these phrases in a sentence, we use comma to give a pause. Okay, so like this way you have to use comma. Now comes apostrophe. We use apostrophe for two purposes basically. First of all, in case of possession means the ownership. Okay, to show the ownership. Like for example, you are watching this video on your father's phone or mother's phone. It means the phones belong to your mother or father. It means they are the owner. So in case of that, you have to write this father's phone or mother's phone like this way. You have to write father, then apostrophe, then s, like that. In case of possession, we write like this way. And the second rules, that second time we have to use, that is constructions of words. It means if you omit any words, if you delete any words and shorten it, that time we use apostrophes. See the example. You are. in case of full form, we write U-R, A-R-E. But as A is the omitted here, A is omitted here, so I use apostrophe here. Okay? So like this way, you have to use apostrophe. Now comes question marks. It's the easiest one, isn't it? In case of interrogative sentence, for asking to know anything, that time we use question mark at the end of the sentence. Like, have you seen the film yet? What are you doing? In case of this inquiries or asking for any question, we use question mark. Okay, at the end of the sentence. Now comes exclamation mark. I have to tell something more about it. Not someone, maximum students of yours are get puzzled about this exclamation mark. That's why I gave some points here, more points, right? Yes. So let's go for first one. We use exclamation mark to express the strong and sudden feeling like shock, surprise, anger, or raising our voice sometimes. Okay, sometimes like you were saying something and you are saying, stop, don't do that. In case of that, when you're saying loudly something, suddenly, in case of that, we use exclamation mark. And in case of commands, we use that. Then the interjections or exclamations, we use that. It's the exclamation sentence in case of that one. And informal writing, we use exclamation mark. Like say for example, you are writing a letter to your friend or your close ones. That time we use the exclamation mark frequently. Means again and again, repeatedly. That time. So look at here, the sudden feelings. What are they? So I need the pointer here. Stop, that I was saying, right? This is the sudden raising of voice. Then sit down. This is a command. John, don't touch that. This is the also command. Now look at here. Hello, how are you? It's like the informal language. Okay. Now this one is the sentence, exclamation sentence. What a gorgeous room. It's like this way. Okay. So this way the exclamation signs are using. You can take a screenshot of this exercise and you can write it. Let's sum up today's lesson. Today we have two topics. So I want to discuss, I want to start from rearrange. Rearrange, we have this topic from this first, second and third term. Yes. And now we are at the end of the term and end of the recorded class, right? So the thing is that you have to follow the structure properly. In case of the statement, you have to use the subject plus verb plus object, that structure. And for the question, you have to follow the other two structures. One is with WH words, another is without WH words. Okay. By following the structure, you can write the sentence grammatically correct and you can give a meaningful sentence. You can write a meaningful sentences. So that's why following the structure is very important. Okay, follow the structure. And last but not the least, about the punctuation, let's watch a video to sum up this lesson.
Now look at this sentence. How many cookies did you eat? This is a question. Notice the symbol used at the end of the sentence. It is called a question mark. A sentence that asks a question ends with a question mark. Let us look at a few examples. What color is the dog? Will you play with me? Comma. Look at the following sentence. My favorite fruits are apple and banana. Here, there are only two items to list. Apple and banana. Now, look at the following sentence. My favorite fruits are apple, banana and strawberry. Here, there are more than two items in the list. So, we use a comma for separating them. Thus we say, comma is used to separate three or more words in a list. Comma is also used after introductory words such as yes, no, well, hello, etc. For example, hello, how are you doing? It is also used for giving a short pause in a sentence. For example, a lot of people, young and old, rich and poor, met the saint. Exclamation mark. Look at the given sentences. Wow, what a cute baby. Alas, the cat is dead. Now, notice the symbol used in the sentences. It is called an exclamation mark. We use exclamation mark at the end of a word or a sentence to show strong feelings such as surprise, anger, or joy.
We have come to the end of the recorded class. So hope you have enjoyed the class very much, and I have prepared one 15 minutes test on rearrange and punctuation. You have 5 rearranged exercises and 5 punctuation exercises. So this 10, you have 10 marks and 10 minutes to write that. It's very short time. Is it very short time? Okay, take 2 minutes extra. So 12 minutes for your test, and it will be contain 10 marks, okay? 10 exercises, 10 marks. Here comes your HW that I was saying. That is, you have to do the exercises in HW copy, okay? And you have 12 minutes, as I was saying, that you have 12 minutes to finish the HW. There are 5 exercises of punctuation that you have to use. Here is the 5 exercises of punctuation. And after that, this is the without any punctuation mark, you have to write it correctly. Only the answers, okay? Only the answer with the full sentence, you have to write it in the HW copy. And here is the rearranging of jumble sentences that you have to write the rearrange like this way. There are the several words, and you have found 5 exercises. So write that in your HW copy correctly, okay? But for that, you have to write the correct answers only. No need to write this questions. Just write a meaningful sentence. Okay? So take care and all the best for the final term exam.